AFL is back, and I know absolutely nothing about it. So join me as I talk to some queer footy fanatics about why they're excited about getting this ball into this goal.
It wasn't that rivalry with the family of who you're going to pick. It was like, you're going to be Essendon and you're going to like it.
I enjoy winning, and the Hawks win a lot of grand finals.
I support Carlton.
I'm a Bombers fan through and through.
My grandfather got in first and made me a Carlton supporter, much to my dad's disappointment.
Born and bred in Essendon, so not far from Windy Hill.
Aside from a very brief period in 1997, I think, when I tried to defect to Port Adelaide because I liked their colours better.
My dad tried to take everyone else to the football except for me. He gave up, and then I was the only one interested.
I wasn't the best at team sport growing up, let's throw that out there, but I was very good at watching men run around in tiny shorts.
You know, as a kid, I was too wrapped up in music. So, yeah, footy was there, but I was sort of the weird little kid of the grandchildren in our family. If there was a game at the MCG, I'd be the one who'd be up the back looking at all the trains going past. My partner and his family are, how do I put this? If you cut them open, they would bleed blue and white.
In the media, we hear a lot about how members of our communities feel disconnected from their families. But for a lot of people, footy is the bond that keeps them all connected.
I look forward to going and seeing my aunties and uncles and cousins at the match, because we've all got members' seats near each other. And it's a chance for us to kind of connect.
It's my tribe. It's the passion of belonging to a team that you love, with people that you love.
Love it or hate it, it's a fundamental part of culture in Melbourne.
I like having something to cheer for.
It gives me a break from my normal life.
Theme songs and the cheer squads, and it's all very flamboyant and showy.
You know, for a couple of hours a weekend and turn off.
You know, the energy of being at a stadium, not that we can be at the moment, all cheering for the same thing and all reacting the same way at the same time. There's just a visceral kind of thing. It's like watching a gig, or some people would go to a music festival for that experience.
What's there not to love about a bunch of hot dudes in tiny shorts with their arms out?
I just love it.
Fans and clubs have come together to do their bit, bridging the gaps that many may have felt while attending the footy in the past, with LGBTI supporters groups forming across the league, elevating people's pride not only in their teams, but pride in themselves as well.
So myself and Craig Kennedy started up Hawks Pride, which is the LGBTI supporter group, and there's now, I think, 16 out of 18 clubs that have an LGBTI supporter group.
You know, it's that representation thing. It's just nice to know that you're not the only queer at the ground, that you can be a bit more yourself when you're there.
Honestly, I always felt a little bit intimidated going to games and a little bit on the outer.
We found such happiness as a group in being able to go to the footy, and then go and celebrate a win at the Peel afterwards.
We've worked with the AFL for a few years on helping them develop policies. We had a lot to do with them, changing their logo to yes during the marriage vote. Visibility, policy, education, and just helping people that perhaps have felt bullied in the football community or haven't felt welcomed because of their sexuality or their gender.
With Essendon, the fact that they came out and endorsed the Purple Bombers as an official supporter club, and they had all of the players wearing the Purple Bombers beanies at training. Some of them still do years later. It gives it that little bit of feeling of welcome. We don't have any openly out AFL players yet, but at least the clubs are trying to say, you're welcome here and you're a part of the Essendon family.
Being a member of Carlton Pride has made me feel comfortable going to matches.
5 years ago, if you had have told me that all of the Hawthorn players would wear the Hawks Pride beanie, seeing that and seeing our club accept and open their arms up to us in that way has been really special. And it's meant a lot to a lot of people that would never have dreamt of seeing our club do what they've done.
It's giving me a sense that there's my tribe of people who are part of AFL.
Like, if I go to the footy, not only do I see my entire extended family, like over 3 generations of us, but I also get to see my mates from our community and also intermingle them too.
With the easing of COVID restrictions, I've seen a lot of people complaining about the return of footy and saying, what about the nightclubs? What about the bars? What about the arts? But here's a suggestion. Instead of yucking someone else's yum, let's celebrate the fact that we've got something like this returning. A big event that connects our communities together and also provides a lot of jobs for people that aren't just the jobs you see on the fields. And as footy is back this weekend, I just want to give a big shout out to my team. Go Gryffindor!
Oh man, I've been so bored without it. Seriously, I don't know what to do with my life on the weekends.
Given that we haven't had a lot to cheer for lately, yeah, I'm really excited.
After spending time with opera singers and and musicians, going and watching a bunch of lads run around the field is a really good de-stressor.